Hello, and welcome to another fun edition of Tuesday with Todd, where I'm your host, Todd. There you go. Well, it's pretty standard right there. How is everybody doing tonight out there in virtual land? Today, it is a super soupy and hot here in the upper Midwest. So tell me, how are things in your area? Because here it is, it's downright soupy, swampy, breathe through a towel, amazingly good. Uh, Tonight's show, we're going to talk about Christmas ornaments. Yes, it is that time. We're in August. I know, we're in August though. But I'm telling you, if you do not order your ornaments now, chances are they're going to run out. So get your orders in now. And I had somebody ask about pressing double-sided ones. So I figured what better thing to do than to break out the ornaments, do a little demo on single-sided and double-sided, how we do them. We learn for it. And it is a Club OSG night. So if you are a member of Club OSG or you are a member of our success group, make sure you're watching from either of those Facebook groups, as we will be kicking everybody out and going live in there to discuss pricing, to go over some marketing ideas, because with ornaments, you have a lot of options. So I think we can have a lot of great conversation in there. So let's get our hellos on the way and see how everybody is doing tonight. Darren, always a pleasure to see you. Glad to find out that your neighbor had your decals. That's choice. Really breath of fresh air from that. Sigh of relief, as they say. And if you, Facebook user, remember now, if you come up as Facebook user, I don't know who you are. The way to prevent that is if we head over to this little link, which we have right here, which is our success.group/Facebook. You need to give StreamYard permission so that way that we can see who you are. Now, if you don't want to do that, there are two other options, and that is watching us over on fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. Watch us on either one of those. Those are our YouTube channels. While you're there, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things that those kids tell you to do. Smash that like button, whatever. Obviously the kids what they're told to do, but do that. We'll go live. We're coming up on 1,000 members there, so we're getting closer to that one. That's a good goal to have there. Renee, howdy to you as well. Eric, well, you skipped extra, bro. Tanya, hello to you. Eric, how are you? Janessa, hey, finally catching live. It's gross and hot here. Yes, it is gross and hot here. And Janessa, I'm assuming that in 3 weeks from now, we will just see you live, right? Dax in a month. Dax is Chicago, is August 27th and 28th. It'll be here before you know it. So hopefully we do get to see you there. We'll talk a little bit about Dax. It's been a day. What did Frankie do today? I think Reggie tore up, and I see a nesting doll that's no longer can nest. I see a bunch of dog bedding that is no longer inside where it belongs. Class action lawsuit, I think, is what we should file, because I think we have broken dogs. So I'll go with that. Richard, you think it's hot in South Louisiana? I bet. Nice and swampy down there for sure. And hot and stormy in Georgia. It seems to me that's the common theme today. Hot and stormy everywhere. Jesse, good to see you. Eric says it's 83, 45% humidity, yet another heat warning for the lower coast of BC. So I'm going to check and see where we are right now, because last time I checked, it was soupy and gross. So I can give you kind of what we're dealing with here. Currently, the humidity is down to 67%, but 91 and feels like 105. So, I mean, that's cool, right? 105, 67% humidity night, 78 degree dew point. Amazing. So welcome to the Upper Midwest. What's up, Chuck? Good to see you. Over 105 next few days. That sounds not fun at all. Howdy to you as well, Matt. Oh, but on Facebook, you don't usually know who I am. I don't. I FU. That's what I get. FU, Facebook user. Facebook user stands for FU. That's what we got there. Paul? Oh, look, before I can get to Paul, Janessa jumped right in there. With Dax Chicago, yes. Dax Chicago will be here before we know it. We will definitely be talking about that. Paul, wet and rainy here in Florida. Isn't it always kind of wet and rainy there? You just wait like an hour and then it'll be fine. Oh, Franny and a crock. That's super nice of her. Were they hers? They probably weren't even hers. They were somebody else's, weren't they? That's amazing. And as our fearless leader has definitely pointed out here, booth 402, we've got a 8x20 booth. So we've got a big standalone booth. We've got nobody on either side of us, nobody in front of us. We've got a big booth, which means we need to see lots of participation come back to Chicago. So if you're in the area, if you're within driving distance, get your butt there. Because I guarantee that even if the show isn't as big as what you typically would expect, that's a good thing. It's going to give you a chance to actually get in there and talk with the vendors. You're going to see vendors that you haven't seen before. And it's really going to bring that information to you, because as there's not a lot of people, or as usual, that means there's more time to actually spend with people. So we've had great luck with DAX Kansas City, Minnesota. Like I said, we'll talk briefly about that. Oh, nice, sunny and breezy in Southern California. Every day is beautiful there, right? It's just great. Tanu, what's up with you? Curtis, hot muggy in Kansas. Good to oh, we there. Look, Renee's got a 92. Feels like 108. There we go. Yeah, we're right on par, aren't we, Renee? It's great. Oh, it was yours. Oh, well, that was super nice of her. She just wanted to show you she loved you by eating your crock. What else do we got on here? All right, so we're caught up there. All right, let's get into it. So this past week, not weekend, this past week, we hit DAX, Minnesota. Guess what? You saw us broadcast live this show 1 week ago from DAX, Minnesota. DAX, Minnesota turned out to be a great show. Yes, it was smaller, but it did allow for us to have those one-on-one conversations with people without feeling like we needed to push them through the booth or they needed to get to somewhere else. Because they were able to spend the time to actually learn what they wanted to learn, ask the questions they wanted to ask the questions they needed answers to. They really felt that they got a lot out of it. There were certain vendors that they were really surprised that they hadn't seen. There were some, they're right in the backyard there that didn't show up. And when it comes to vendors not showing up to shows, there's a couple of things that's causing that. One, supply. When vendors don't have supply, what are they going to a trade show to try and push sales to things that they can't sell you to? 100% get that one. You don't have things to sell, so what can you do? Well, you can still get out there and get in front of your people, because if you don't, somebody else will. There were some up-and-coming booths that I hadn't seen people, that I had never heard of these people before, and they were doing great. So I think if you're not out there, even for the sales, just being in front of your customers, even if you just get that little booth just for the weekend, just to say, hey, I'm here, what can we do for you? That means a lot to your customers. Your customers want to see that you're out there and about too. Which leads us to the other thing is, hey, 2020 was a crazy year. Everybody was doing everything online, and I know a lot of people made a lot of money staying online. So they think, why do I need to go back to trade shows? I can do everything online, which you're 100% absolutely correct. You can do everything online. The problem is the face-to-face. You start missing that. The people start missing it. They want to see you. They want to. It doesn't matter what products you have. They're used to seeing it on the website. They want to be able to see it, to feel it, to touch it. How's it weigh? How does it feel up against my skin? How does this software actually work? I have questions. Show me how simple and easy it is, because when you watch the virtual trainings, that's a lot to take in, and it's hard sometimes to follow along. So when you're able to get to an in-person lab, which most every booth seems to have, here's a little product demo, here's what's going on, everything starts to click. So if you're a vendor, hey, see what you can do to get back out there, because I guarantee you your people are going to miss you. And if you're not there, somebody else is going to jump into your spot. And guess what? Now they're at the forefront, and you fall farther behind. So you don't need to get the big, crazy, super extravagant booth. Just get a little booth. Say, hey, what's up? What can we do for you? And how can we serve you better? That type of thing. That's what people want. So DAX Minnesota was a great show. Roxy found a new home. So we no longer are producing Spangle transfers, but I do believe in a few short weeks we will have one of our own here, Nan Wellett, that's who we sold it to. She's going to take over that for us. So we will definitely recommend her for all of the Spangle transfers. It was bittersweet to see it go, but hey, it was its time. So that found a new home there. We went into the little town of Red Wing, and we ate at a bar that was there that it was okay. It was quite a wait for some drinks because they didn't have any lemon vodka, so they muddled up lemons so they could make their own flavored vodka, which was great. except that it took forever to get a drink. So that was one of the downfalls. And, when you ask me how I want my steak, and I say, medium rare, and it comes well done, it was bad. It was a bad experience on that. But, it had good flavor. And listen, I didn't want to complain because they were busy as all get up for a Wednesday night. It really surprised me. But the town was a beautiful little town. Other than that, great experience there. Casino, immaculate. The only downplay that I have at the casino is as we were packing up to leave on Thursday, I happened to look out our window and I was like, hey, that swim up bar looks like there's water in the pool. And there hasn't been because they said it wasn't going to open. As we went downstairs to check out, they told us on Thursday that, yes, the pool was opening. So pool was open Thursday through Sunday. Everything else was open because there was a lot of stuff that was shut down because they didn't have the staffing for it. Quite a few of the bars inside the casino, the restaurants. So you had limited options, but we made the best of it. Made some new friends, had some great conversation with people, and I cannot wait to do it again, which is in just, 3 short weeks. So we're at 14 days, 27th, 28th. So we cannot wait for that. DAX Chicago, Tinley Park, 27th to 28th, Friday, Saturday. We will be there. Booth 402, booth 402. We will be there right across from Franmar, right behind GSG. So our booth will be there. We will have the 5 keys there. That is on promo for this month for $197. At the end of this month, it's going up to its regular price. So you need to get in now before that happens. You can find that information right over here. I'm going to make it super simple, easy to go. OurSuccessGroup.com/5keys. So if you need help with understanding how to figure out your overhead, how to figure out pricing for profit, what kind of systems can you put in place to better your workflow and become more efficient? What can you do with the customer after the sale? You've already got the customer, now what? Hey, let's keep going with that customer because they already trust you and they're going to spend money with you. And then we're going to throw some marketing in there so you know how to find those right fit customers. If this is something that you need to supercharge your business, check below OurSuccessGroup.com/5keys. $197 out the door. You're in good hands with us because, hey, we're here for you. Now, if you do attend the show, there may be some bonuses that are thrown in there for you because we didn't want to be, the pushy salesman of saying this is what it is on sale here. We found out that, hey, a lot of people said that's what we need to do because we're giving people too much time to think about it. Hey, it's going to be on sale all month, so what do I really need to rush for it this weekend? And then what happens? They go to the next booth over that only has a limited time thing, and they flop down that credit card, and they go to the next booth that has that little time, that little window of opportunity, flop down the credit card, and then before they know it, that credit card is maxed out, and they don't have that there for you. So we are going to have some booth specials going on for that. And remember, once this price ends at the $197 at the end of the month, that's it. It will never go down to $197 again. So if you need that boost of your business, if you need to get on that correct path to success and you're just not sure where to start, for less than the price of a converted Epson printer, right there, you can get everything you need to build your business. Same business that I use, same philosophies, same products, same procedures, the same everything in this is what we use to build our business. It's what our Success Group is based on. So everything that's built off of that. And hey, we're able to, 6 figures in 3 years. This is a system that put us there. So that is me on my soapbox for that. So boom, I can check that off my list. The other thing that we have going on, we got some committee comments here. 402, right there. 402. You should have. I don't know. Is there a 420 booth? I don't know. What color toes are going to be for Tilly? I don't know. Maybe we should have a toe coloring party. We'll do a wheel and we'll pick some colors, and you tell me what color toes should I have in Tinley Park. And yes, she better be doing there. There we go. We'll also be doing a short presentations at the top of the hour. Can't wait to see Todd with the clicker in his hand. Hashtag make me proud. Okay, so truth be told, this will be my first time presenting, and what better way to start with the little 10-15 minute presentation in the booth, going over our 5 keys, what's the philosophy behind it while you need it. And that's that little tiny step, I'm going to get out there and I'm probably going to throw up, which was great because in Minnesota, I totally felt that way. I can sit and chat to you guys all day long. I can hop on a live, I can hop on calls, I can do all of that. But for whatever reason, in person, sometimes I just get a little nervous, I don't know. And so, it felt like I wanted to throw up, but once I had that first conversation out of the way, then everything fell into place. So I have a feeling the same thing's going to happen here. I'm going to get up there and I'm going to take an hour, and then Aaron's going to take an hour, and so we're going to flip-flop back and forth. I believe, are we starting right at the 10 or are we going 11? 11, 1, 11, 1, and 3, and 12, 2, and 4. I think we're doing it that way. I think we start at 11. But, yeah, I'm super excited for that. This is something new. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. We need to do that in order to grow. Everybody needs, when you stay comfy, guess what? You stay comfy. You get fat and lazy, and you kind of get bypassed around because you're staying comfy. So I need to step out of that comfort zone. This is step 1, and maybe next step 2 will be presenting a full class to live people someday. That is a goal of mine to do. So this is step 1 to get there, and I can't wait to do it. Every top of the hour, training classes. Then you can sit and chit chat with us. Big booth. Come hang out with us. We'd love to have you there because if you are an OSG member and you swing by the booth, we got a swag bag for you. And if you need a place to hang out, relax, and recharge, guess what? We've got an inflatable couch. We've got chargers for every type of phone there. We kind of got you covered. So I think you should definitely stop by that booth. I cannot wait to see everybody there. Gary, good to see you. Look at that. Sandy stopped in. Thanks, Sandy. Oh, and Chuck is loving the 5 keys so far. Chuck, love to hear that. So glad that you are loving what you have so far. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you always know where to find us. And thank you for that, Chuck. We are so happy that you have taken this journey to take back your business. Can't wait to see the great things that you do. Oh, soapbox. I know. I'm going to do a soapbox. I'm going to try. I do, man. I get nervous. I think that's part of the fun in it, is just getting nervous. It's just there. I can do this. I can over here. I can talk on the phone. I can do that. I just need to get that first one out of the way. And I think if I don't feel nervous, then I'm too comfortable in it. I haven't stepped far enough out to do something. I need to, and it's not nervous like I can't. It's just nervous about maybe the excitement. The what if. The worst thing that happens is there's no sales, right? You're still meeting people. You're still talking to people. The best thing that happens is you sell everything, and people are beating down the door for more. So I'll get there. I will get there. There we go. The schedule of the events: 11, 1, and 3, 12, 2, and 4 on day 1, and day 2 is 11 and 1 and 12 and 2. Now we haven't decided on who schedules first, if it's going to be Aaron or me, but we will list that when it comes up there. Martha, thank you for stopping by. Oh, and Sandy noticed something, missing the sign behind you. So typically there's a sign that's right here, but I had some issues with that printer. Remember I said when that one dies, we're getting a new one. So I had to move everything because it was not eating. And if I say eating, I mean it was not eating the 13 by 19 sheets correctly. It was jamming up. I couldn't find out. That's what all this paper's going through. So another reason to not get an Epson is because 13 by 19 sheets, it really doesn't like the greatest. It has issues sometimes. I don't have any problem with 11 by 17s or smaller, but 13 by 19 sometimes I do. And that was the cause of delay for the show because since it's right behind me and it pushes me out, it was fun and exciting. So, we moved everything over here that had got put up, and I guess that means I need to put it back up. I'm glad that people are paying attention to what's going on in the background. I need to make sure I need to clean up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on there. So, yes, you tell us. I think Todd should go first. Kill the Danny. I don't have a problem going first. I can be there, man. That won't bother me at all. I don't care. That just means I'm done first, right? So we'll move on to that. All right. So we got that 5 keys, OurSuccessGroup.com/5 keys. Go check that out for more information. As far as what else we got going on, Fat Dad, we still have the sticker sale going on. So you are able to use Sticker Deal 10 to save 10% off our sticker deal over at FatDadWholesale.com. We've had a great response to it this month. And I don't want to be like, oh, it's going to be on sale next month. We just might do a price adjustment. It just might keep them there and put certain ones in there for the deal all the time because it seems like that's what people want. And we're people pleasers. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Also, we do have the ready to press DTF transfers. So for all the fall and Halloween ones, they are up on the site. Corey is working on getting more stuff listed. We're kind of putting her in charge of some things right here, and she's doing her best to figure it out. And once she has it all figured out, then hey, we're going to put those on there. So there will be more fall doing more Halloween. I believe there's football and cancer awareness that are in the pipeline for that. So look for those to be coming soon. And that's, in fact, add 10 to save 10% off the weighted press transfers there. All right, we got that. We got that. Tomorrow night, we have our DTF training on it. So DTF, if you're a private member, if you're in the private members group, we're going to go over DTF transfers. I'm going to talk about my experience that I've had so far with the machine for a year. Since I started the journey a year ago, the pitfalls, the pros, the cons, the different types of equipment are, different software there's, the terminology behind it. I'm going to do my best to provide you the best information that I can through the learning experience that I've called DTF printing. About the different types of printers. What's different between this one and this one? Why should I order here instead of ordering directly from China? Inks, progress, anything that goes along with it, we're going to go through. So I've got a good start to it there. I've got a bunch of notes that I've been trying to put together in a format, and then as I get through that, I'm dropping it in there. So I'm going to have that finished up tomorrow, right before training. I have a feeling that I'll be working on it up until then, but I cannot wait to present that to you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, private members group, DTF transfers, the good, the bad, the ugly of DTF transfers. Cannot wait for that one. We did, while we were getting our shaker dryer for our DTF transfers, showed up. So now it's just a matter of I had to get supplies because there are a supply shortage. Imagine that. As soon as those come in, which looks at the end of this week, beginning of next week, those can be in, and I can start setting that up to see. And then once I have everything set up, I cannot wait to show that off and what it means to go to that from what we had. And we'll talk about that during the training for DTF transfers. Different ways to do it, how things are picked up through there. Why one way is better than another. All right. So we got that. I think we can get right into ornaments pressing. What do you think? So we had a question pop up. We can do single-sided ornaments, right? We're going to show you how to do these. No questions. Boom, boom. We're going to rock and roll with it. But then we're going to show you double-sided. Come to find out, I was talking with Aaron today, and we kind of sort of doing this the same way. He gave me a little tip that I'm going to give to you, and I'm going to show you how we were able to get this lined up with one press, so no two presses there, single press, done, over with. So we're going to show you how that works out, what you need to do to make that work, and do I have another one over here to have it pointed out and ready to go? Maybe not. Let's see if I don't. I thought I did. I really, 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 really thought I did, because I put that one up there. Maybe I did. Aha. Okay. So we're going to talk about that. And then, like I said, we're going to roll right into that fun time of Club OSG. We're going to talk a little bit about pricing, go through what I say for pricing, where we're at, for what we charge for, specials that we run with it, and then the different things that you can do with it. Because these things are so universal that, it's literally you're printing money when you do these. And the great thing about ornaments is how many people get an ornament every year to celebrate that year, things that happen, life events, life changes. So there's always a reason for ornaments. For us, we get our kids ornaments every year, so that way when it's time for them to move out, when they have their first tree, here's a box of ornaments. So it's all the ornaments throughout the years that we've got them, the ornaments that they made, if they wanted to do that. So I think that ornaments are a great thing, and we'll talk more about that. So without further ado, because I think I'm going to get over there to make this, to do this correctly. I'm going to move over to that camera, and we're going to boom, boom, boom. We're going to move over to that camera right there. Yeah. We're going to move to that camera. We're going to show you how we did this and kind of walk you through a few different steps on it. I need this. I don't necessarily need this, but it doesn't hurt to have. So I can bring that along. What do I have here? That's going to fall. The mic cord is going to try and fall. Let's not let that. Haha! Saved it. Saved it, my friends. Now these what are these called again? These ornaments. Yes, that's my friends. That's what they are. These ornaments. These came from JP Plus. Remember JP Plus? If you use the code 9 HP W2. You're going to save 10%. I can throw that up on the live when we get it back over there. So here, double-sided, super simple. We're going to show you how simple but not simple it is to do these. First off, we all know that when it comes to sublimation, we need some blowout paper. So we'll just cut off a chunk of blowout paper right here. That looks to be plenty. Oh yeah, more than enough. And in fact, I'm going to cut it down in sheets. That way we can just make this nice, usable sheets here. Super simple. Left-handed scissors, best thing ever. Now that I'm getting used to them, love them, I'm set, ready to roll. Okay, so here is what we got going on. Double-sided. Did I grab the double-sided ones? I didn't. Let me grab the double-sided ones. The double-sided ones are probably the ones that most people have trouble with. So I said, hey, since they're not right here handy, let's start with the single-sided ones. Okay, single-sided. We'll start with single-sided. Super simple, super easy to do. Let me pull one off of here. I'm going to transfer off because we're already making ornaments, so why not make some for some that are here, right? Okay. So, I think you can see that, right? You can see that. You can see that. So there's our artwork, right? Got it. Template is a little bit bigger. So when you drop this guy down, guess what? You can see the outline of it and see where things go. Got it, right? Not rocket science here on this. Then I use tape because I like tape better than the sprays. Once I have this where I want it, I tape it down. Super simple, right? I mean, I'm not doing anything crazy yet. Let me flip this over, press face down. We grab another piece of our blowout paper, and we're going to press. Now, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to double tap my things here. Okay, 60 degrees, 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So really, I need to pop this because it's 40 seconds for single side. Let me just double check my notes as we go through stuff. We have notes on it. Yeah, 40 seconds. 40 seconds for single-sided. So we'll kick this down 40 seconds. And then 60 seconds on the double-sided ones. So let's make sure that we're on the right one. Okay. Yep, I got to kick it again. All right. So here we go. 400 degrees. I go heavy pressure. 40 seconds. Single-sided. Now, what do you call these? These are the Benelux or Benelux? Benelux. I've always kind of went with the Lu, but maybe it's the Lux now that I think about it. The Benelux. I thought maybe it was French, but maybe I'm wrong. But I do know the one thing I do not have is heat gloves handy. I just realized that with a couple seconds to spare. So we're gonna use a rubber one. Yeah. We're gonna make this one work. So there we go. Pop up, go. We're not gonna use that. We're gonna just do it and burn ourselves because that's what we can do. Yes, use gloves. Do as I say, don't do as I do. There we go. Magnificent, right? You can see that. Single-sided, super easy press, 40 seconds. I'm in the way of the light right there. I need to get a light on that side. But as you can see, super simple, right? There's no reason you can't do this. 40 seconds. Money in the bank. Let's go. Now, I'm going to show you a double-sided one. Because the double-sided one is going to be a little trickier because, well, it's two sides. Now, I know people that will press and let cool down and then press the other side, which is fine because that's a great way to do it. The problem with that is what? It takes up time, right? Time is money. Now, I know other people that fold, but I think folding is kind of a pain in the butt, right? Because you're trying to fold a transfer
You know, you're trying to fold a transfer around and to line up on this, and that just seems like a lot of work. So here's what I do. And, you know, I after talking with Aaron today, I'll show you this amazing tip that he gave me. And after I did, I'm like, yep, awesome. So you've got your transfer, right? You've got your bleed area, right? So when you do the second one, cut it out, right? Cut the whole thing out. Follow your line, cut it out. Why? Oh, because now, as I'm over top of this, I can line it up, and that line lines right up with my line down there. So I'm exactly where I need to be. And now you're thinking, well, now what? How do you do this? You just tape it down, folks. I mean, that's it. I would do these on the mat unless you can get really good at your tape job so these don't move, which I have faith in you that you could. If you really got good with your tape, you could tape it down here, and guess what? It's not going to move. So I'm going to tape 4 corners on it, put it on there, and we're going to press this bad boy, and we're going to see what we get and how it comes out, right? Now, I don't have to turn anything over because guess what? We're doing through both sides. So all I need to do is put another piece of blowout paper on here. Although this time, 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I'll bring that 60 seconds in over here and see if I have commercials. There we go. I have another tip for you. And you are regassing the ink. That is correct. You are regassing the ink there. Jesse presses both sides at once. How does everybody else do it? Do you do it at one time? Are you a splitter? You know, do you do part of it and then come back to it? Are you a folder? How do you do it? This way, I think, is probably one of the easier ways to do double-sided at the same time because you're able to line up that template to see where everything is. When you line that up, perfect. Then you're right on it. Everything's good because you're lining up that same template with the one that's below it. You're going to press both at the same time, and we're going to burn our hands here in just 5 short seconds to see how this came out because the ones are a little hotter. So there we go. Boom, boom. We got that up. Now, we're going to pop this up here, get our tape off, get that out of here. Whee! And there it is. Side one. I think my hands are in the way. My hand is in the way of that light. I don't ever remember being that much in front of it, that bad in front of the light. Freaking frack, that's hot, man. Woo, that one's way hotter than normal. Way, way, way hotter. Holy Toledo. Okay, side one. There we can see side one. And I'm going to flip so I don't burn myself. Side two. So there you go. 2 sides, 1 press, lined up. Don't burn yourself because that bad boy is hot. I can probably go right here. See it right there. And then we can just flip it and see how it lines up. Because everything was right where we put it, inside that boundary. So you do it that way. Boom. It's going to take a little more time because you are cutting around that. But you're going to get a perfect press every single time. Now, I think that worked out pretty sweet. I'm going to kick it over here. And then we're going to go back in here and see what kind of questions, comments, concerns before we kick over to the little after-hour show known as Club OSG. All right. What'd you think? What do we got? How we doing? Did that make sense? I'm still trying not to burn myself. There. It's not so bad. It's hot. It is a little hot. But as you can see, single-sided, boom, 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 single-sided, and double-sided. Look at that. Look at that. Magical. Totally magical, right? So like I said, with that way, you are going to have a little more labor involved because you are going to be cutting around a transfer, so you have to account for that. We're going to talk about that here briefly. Hey, look, I found it. It was right here. Let's move it. Great for me.
But I think you can see how simple and easy that is to do. If you have a heat press, you can do ornaments. If you have a heat press and you have not done ornaments because you don't do sublimation, guess what? Aaron and Kylene over at Montco.biz, and let me toss up the link for them, can print you out transfers. So then you can do this. And guess what? Say, you know what, Todd? I love the ornament, love the idea from it. I just don't want to screw it up. Well, another thing that you can do, Montco.biz, they'll go ahead and do it for you. Hey, right? So they'll go ahead and do ornaments for you. And then all you do is just add a little markup to it and good to go. So there's no reason whatsoever for you not to be offering ornaments this holiday season. Now, there are a ton of designers that make designs for ornaments. Here's a shape. Did we decide, is it an X or silent? Is it French or an X? Is it Benelux or Benelux? Either way, whatever you want to spell it, I spell it Money and call it money because that's what these are, is money. There is a ton of templates that are out there that people have pre-done where all you do is do a name drop. That's what this one was. Also, I put a name drop in here of what I did. And I pulled a color off the pattern that was here, and that's what we use for the text. We'll offer this up through the holiday season. Here they can add this to it, name, date, whatever. The other thing is there's a lot that they'll have a template and you can have pictures. Family pictures are always good for the holidays. Firstborns, first Christmases. But before we get into that, that's Club OSG stuff. That's Club OSG stuff. So if you are not a member of Club OSG, we're going to kick you out. We're going to kick you out here shortly because, hey, that's just what we do. So the only place we're going to be live here in the next 3 minutes is going to be in Club OSG or the private members Facebook group. So I'll give you plenty of time to get over there as we talk about next week's show. Now, we do have ceramic ornaments coming in, so we're going to show those. And ceramic ornaments are a tough cookie for me. So I believe we've got some quality ones coming in, and so I can't wait to test those because they've always been tricky to me, and that's why I've always offered the metal ones because I know how to press these. I haven't spent enough time taking the time to learn how to correctly press a ceramic one. So we're going to do that together. We're going to press those together. So that'll probably be in 2 weeks. Next week, I do believe we're going to change up gears here, folks. We're going to step away from sublimation, and we're going to do a little laser printing. And laser printing, we're going to make some foil shirts with some laser prints from paper from our good friends over at Magic Touch. I have the utmost confidence that if you have a laser printer and you get the paper, which is expensive, you are able to do foil shirts, no weeding. So we're going to give it a go. And it was kind of something that we talked about. And I do believe a white toner is in our future, but I think it mainly because of tattoos and water slides. But as we got to talking and researching some more and came across this, I was like, oh, yeah, that's totally something else we can do. So our friend Joseph Eric over there at Magic Touch, definitely get with them on paper, best paper in the industry. We got some that showed up today, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that next week, and probably the ceramic ones in 2 weeks. So that's the next couple shows. We're going to Magic Touch laser paper next week, where we're going to do foil on shirts, no weeding. We're going to see how that works out because that's what we do here. And then in 2 weeks, we'll do ceramic ornaments. So there's the lineup for here. And then right after that gets us right on the week of DAX. So we got there. It is, here we go. What is it? What's the club name? Club is Club OSG. You can find that through our memberships. That one is only $24.99 a month. What you'll get with that is we do 2 after-hour specials. So when we have this, we go into, we kick everybody else out in Club OSG. We go over pricing, marketing strategies, general other chit-chat about how we do our business, and that's in that Club OSG. That's in that Club OSG in our private members group. You can find out more about any of those. Do I have the Club OSG banner up here? I might have it up here. If not, you can always find that over there. It is. Oursuccessgroup.com/Club OSG is where you can find out more information on that. You said 2 trainings a month there. after hours for this. You also get a special discount code to use at Fat Dad Wholesale that gives you a percentage off select items, not everything, but 10% off there. You also get to use a code for Montco.biz to save 10% off select items as well. So, hey, if you're spending a couple $100 a month, this totally makes sense because you're going to save that, and you're going to get some information along with it. Oh, and look, here we go. Aaron already dropped that off there. Boom, boom, boom. And you've got a lot of information from them at Documentation. Absolutely great guys over there. And so we're gonna pass on some of the knowledge that we have, and I can't wait to do it. It'll be the first time that I've done it, and I'm only gonna do it. Let's see, you have white toner paperweight, so this is exciting. Awesome, send it to me. I'll show you how to use it, and I'll send it back. In Dex, Kansas City, we had somebody say the same thing. I got a white toner paperweight. I said, what is your market? They said they do a lot of stuff for schools, individual teams, and I said, so what do you use your white toner for? And they said nothing because it's a brick and I don't like the way it feels on shirts. I said, well, aren't you using it to make temporary tattoos for the teams? For spirit days, things like that. That's a look I got. Like SOP. I didn't realize that we could do that. Like, yeah. Water slides, you can do that. There's a lot of great uses. I think the white toner is a great printer on everything besides fabric. I'm not the biggest fan of it on fabric because of how it can feel. If you can rasterize an image and have a lot of openings in it, I think you can get decent results with it. But I think where it really shines is on hard goods, and having that white toner, you're able to do a lot more because, yes, we can run our decals through our laser printer now for our water slides, and that's what we use it for. But we can't do white. If we do white, it has to be in the white paper contour cut. Most people won't want to deal with that, so that's what we're looking at the white toner to be able to offer that. But it is an amazing piece of equipment, and if you know everything that it can do, that it can do more than just heat transfers on a shirt like this. With the right paper, we're able to put foil on shirts, no weeding. That's a pretty game changer in itself right there. Very good. Members get after hours too. Boom, boom. That's what they get. They also get a small business Saturday. So besides the 2 trainings, the discount codes, Aaron does Small Business Saturday, so you can access to that. Which, if you really want, the nuts and bolts of your business, because this is all the fun stuff, doing things like this. But you know what you need to get to things like this is kind of that business sense behind there. So that self and business development is what I like to call it. Self and business development, Small Business Saturday. Say a lot of that a bunch of times. But Aaron does a phenomenal job at that, and that is this coming Saturday. Every Saturday, mostly at 9 a.m. in the morning. What else do we have going on? Oh, don't forget, Aaron, wherever it is, I'm to not be an FU. That is correct. OurSuccessGroup.com/Facebook. Unless you're Renee, and Facebook just doesn't like you. That is 100% true. Just need to learn how to use our hard goods. I do believe that if the white toner comes our way, we will be showing more on the hard goods. So do more all-around demo. I know we do a lot of sublimation here. But we can do vinyl. We can do, a lot of people had issues with glitter. We can, if there's an issue that you're having or a product you want to see, let us know because we are all about helping you in as many ways that we can, and that's what this is all about here. I love the foil options with the white toner printer. Definitely my future. Nan's FU. All right, Nan. Now, Nan, I'm going to show you that we're going to see. This is a regular laser printer. That's what we're going to use on this because it is my assumption. And what I've been told that as long as you use the correct paper, you can use any laser printer to be able to do the laser foil. If that's the case, then you don't need the white toner printer. So that might open up some things. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk all about that. And that's going to be on next week's show. Can't wait to do that. There is one other thing that if Aaron is still here, he can so kindly post because then maybe I can pull it up there. Aaron and Kylene are putting on a little shindig here coming up on the 20th of August. Now, this is, what's the best way to explain this, Aaron? Because it is your thing, so I want you to hear from your mouth the best way to explain this, because I can go get a link for it, I do believe, and I can put everybody there. But would you go self-development, personal enrichment? What would I call this so I can promote it the correct way, sir? There it is. OurSuccessGroup.com/beliefs. where if you head over, I'm going to make a little banner for that. So just give me 1 second, though. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Talk about what's for dinner tonight. You know, I'm all aboard for some. I think I don't know what we're gonna have tonight. I did some pork ribs on the smoker the other night, and then we shaved the meat off and did rib sandwiches last night. That was an amazing, amazing dinner. So I would definitely say, here we go. We can drop this link right there, and now it should be in the comments. Aaron has it posted here. There it is. There it is. Breakthrough limiting beliefs. It's for anyone who might feel stuck or blocked or just can't get out of your own head. Believe me, we're going to take it. I mean, everything isn't always sunshine and roses here, man. Sometimes we get stuck in our own head. So this is something that you really should take a look at. Cost on it is ridiculously low, like ridiculously low. I think normal price on it is only $49, if I remember correct. And they're going to take $20 off now, as long as you leave by the 15th. What is it? 16th. It's like this week. So act on it now. I think 15th. If you act now, by the 15th, you'll save 40%. So for the low cost of $29, which is less than like a dinner out for one person anymore. You're going to be able to identify some, limiting beliefs that are holding you back from your success, and they're going to empower you to create more joy and success. There's going to be worksheets in this that are going to, help you learn and understand things. They're both 2 certified Jack Canfield Success Principal trainers, and really, coach, support system. They're everything that you can be. Now, Kylie put on a workshop a few months back, and I heard amazing results, or amazing responses. What's the word? Amazing feedback from the women that took it. Corey loved it. So I would highly recommend you take this opportunity now and invest in yourself at a low price of $29 through the 15th. And like I said, it's right there on your screen at the little spot right there. OurSuccessGroup.com/beliefs. Super simple. And here we go. This 60-minute program starts with a powerful meditation to target and identify blocks to success. Then we share and complete an exercise to remove those blocks that includes a resource worksheet used to create new positive self-beliefs. The workshop concludes with a mastermind session to gain more insight into your block and ideas to get rid of for good. More insight into your block. Oh, and ideas to get rid of. I just said it on there. Oh, it's right there. Oh, he's so in my head, Aaron. All you have to do is kick me from behind or a good headphone. Awesome. So yes, definitely check this out. $29. Get in there, get it. Like I said, we've got it in the comments. Go check it out. All right, we're kicking everybody out. So if you are a member of Club OSG, head over there. Like I said, I've been teasing it that we're gonna, boot people out. So we're working on booting the people out. And then remember, next week, laser, toner, and foil. That's going to be show there. In 2 weeks, ceramic ornaments, because we're going to start Christmas stuff from here on out, folks. I think is the way that we need to do it, because we need to get you guys ready. So if there are any Christmas items that you have issues with, definitely let us know, because we'll bring those up. If there's new ideas, new things you want to see, we'll definitely push those for you too. So that way we're able to kick that out there. All right. So up here first, let's see, is we're getting rid of good old Fat Dad. See you guys next week. Enjoy your time. Thank you very much. Oh, that did not. Did it go? Yes, it did. Nope, it's going. Maybe remove. Oh, let's see if I want to remove. Right there. Yep. Boom. Move. Done. Gone. Out of here. Next up is that one's still good here. Our Success Group. We're going to kick you guys out. We will see you next week. Amazingly. So, see you next week. Coming up next is going to be personal page. Yep, you're out of here too. Next up is that one out of here. Yeah, that one was already out of here. Club OSG there. All right, down to the YouTube channels. So